An Israeli archaeologist says he found the legendary citadel captured by King David. That conquest allowed David to establish Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
3,000 years ago, stonemasons built these walls to protect the city of Jerusalem. Archaeological evidence indicates that the one who commissioned and oversaw this construction was King Solomon.
When Eilat Mazar realized she discovered an ancient structure near Jerusalem, she turned to the Bible to help explain what she found.
And she learned that this new discovery supports the biblical accounts of King David and his son Solomon.
For decades, the existence of King Solomon's tomb, purportedly laden with immeasurable riches, remained a tantalizing enigma. Countless individuals had claimed to possess knowledge of its location, yet none had managed to substantiate their assertions. Let's start by discussing King Solomon. King Solomon, the son of King David and Bathsheba, is one of the most renowned figures in the history of Israel and is celebrated across various religious traditions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. His reign, which is believed to have lasted from around 970 to 931 BCE, marks a period of unparalleled prosperity, peace, and cultural development in the history of ancient Israel. Solomon's legacy is shaped by his wisdom, wealth, architectural achievements, and his complex relationship with God. This essay explores the multifaceted character of King Solomon, delving into his life, his contributions to Israel, and the lessons that can be drawn from his reign. Solomon's rise to power was not straightforward. Although he was not the eldest son of King David, his mother, Bathsheba, and the prophet Nathan played crucial roles in ensuring that Solomon would succeed his father. The political intrigue surrounding his ascension is detailed in the biblical texts, where Solomon's half-brother Adonijah initially declared himself king. However, with the support of key figures in David's court, Solomon was anointed king, securing his position as the ruler of Israel. Solomon inherited a kingdom that had been established and expanded by his father, David. David's military conquests had unified the tribes of Israel and established Jerusalem as the political and spiritual center of the kingdom. Solomon's reign, in contrast, was characterized not by military campaigns, but by internal consolidation and diplomatic efforts that ensured the stability and prosperity of the nation. One of the most enduring aspects of Solomon's legacy is his wisdom, which is celebrated in religious and historical texts. The Bible recounts the story of how Solomon, when offered anything he desired by God, chose wisdom over wealth or long life. Pleased with this choice, God granted Solomon unparalleled wisdom, along with riches and honor. This divine wisdom became the cornerstone of Solomon's reign, earning him a reputation that spread far beyond the borders of Israel. A famous example of Solomon's wisdom is the judgment of the two women who both claimed to be the mother of a baby. Solomon proposed to cut the child in two, giving half to each woman. The true mother immediately renounced her claim, preferring to give up the child rather than see him harmed. This judgment not only resolved the dispute, but also demonstrated Solomon's deep understanding of human nature, further solidifying his reputation as a wise and just ruler. Solomon's wisdom extended beyond judicial matters. He is credited with authoring several books of the Bible, including Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon. These writings reflect his philosophical and theological insights, offering guidance on various aspects of life, from personal conduct to the nature of existence. The Proverbs attributed to Solomon have been studied and revered for centuries, providing timeless advice on morality, leadership, and the human condition. Solomon's reign was marked by unprecedented wealth and grandeur. His economic policies, including alliances and trade agreements with neighboring nations, brought immense wealth to Israel. He established strong trade relations with Egypt, Phoenicia, and other kingdoms. importing luxury goods such as gold, silver, ivory, and exotic animals. Solomon's fleet of ships, in partnership with the Phoenicians, ventured as far as Ophir, possibly in modern-day Yemen or India, to acquire gold and other valuable commodities. This wealth enabled Solomon to embark on ambitious building projects, the most famous of which was the construction of the first temple in Jerusalem. The temple, which housed the Ark of the Covenant, became the central place of worship for the Israelites and a symbol of their covenant with God. Built with the finest materials, including cedar wood from Lebanon and gold, the temple was an architectural marvel of its time. The dedication of the temple was a momentous occasion, with Solomon offering prayers and sacrifices to God, reaffirming the covenant and the special relationship between God and Israel. In addition to the temple, Solomon constructed his royal palace, known as the House of the Forest of Lebanon, and fortified several cities across his kingdom. These projects not only demonstrated Solomon's wealth and power, but also contributed to the cultural and political stability of Israel. Despite his wisdom and achievements, Solomon's later years were marked by spiritual and moral decline. His numerous marriages, many of which were politically motivated alliances with foreign princesses, led him to tolerate and even participate in the worship of foreign gods. This was a direct violation of the covenant between God and Israel, which demanded exclusive worship of Yahweh. Solomon's construction of high places for these deities angered God, leading to a prophetic warning that his kingdom would be divided after his death. This period of decline highlights the complexity of Solomon's character. While he was endowed with extraordinary wisdom, he was not immune to human weaknesses. His pursuit of wealth, power, and political alliances ultimately led him away from the principles that had initially defined his reign. The story of Solomon illustrates the importance of integrity, humility, and faithfulness in leadership, qualities that are essential for the sustained success and well-being of any nation. Ultimately, King Solomon, a figure cloaked in legend, was often described in Scripture as a ruler of unparalleled dominion. However, this perception shifted dramatically when a team of Israeli archaeologists from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem embarked on an unexpected journey. Their initial quest was to uncover the elusive temple of King David, but fate intervened, leading them instead to the final resting place of his illustrious heir. The revelation that the tomb's location and contents contradicted prevailing theories added an intriguing layer of complexity to the historical puzzle. Dr. Eilat Mazar, a distinguished archaeologist affiliated with the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, orchestrated a groundbreaking discovery: the precise location of Solomon's tomb within the ancient city of David. Yet, this monumental achievement was preceded by a pivotal breakthrough in 1986. Mazar unearthed a substantial gatehouse structure approximately 150 meters north of the city of David, in the Ophel region. Initially dated to the 9th century BCE, the lack of conclusive evidence at the time precluded a definitive attribution to King Solomon. Fast forward to 2009, when Mazar resumed her excavations at the Ophel site. Armed with a wealth of newly acquired data and a refined understanding of the site's stratigraphy, she revisited the dating of the gatehouse. The accumulated evidence compellingly suggested a 10th century BCE origin, aligning with the reign of King Solomon. Mazar was a paragon of scientific rigor, steadfastly adhering to the principles of empirical inquiry. As an archaeologist, she famously espoused the maxim, "Let the stones speak." Renowned biblical scholar Herschel Shanks unequivocally affirmed her professional standing, underscoring her impeccable credentials. While often characterized as a biblical scientist, Mazar seamlessly integrated scriptural insights into her academic pursuits, a practice that sets her apart from many contemporary researchers. Mazar's exceptional expertise was instrumental in this extraordinary discovery. Ironically, The team was not actively searching for Solomon's tomb, but rather embarked on a more ambitious endeavor. Their focus was on excavating the oldest section of Jerusalem in the hope of uncovering King David's palace. Serendipity intervened as they stumbled upon a colossal 210-foot-long wall segment, a find that would reshape our understanding of this pivotal era. The unearthed complex boasted a gatehouse, a corner tower, and a structure of royal proportions. The sheer scale of the wall astonished the archaeologists, hinting at a larger edifice, perhaps a temple or palace. The tantalizing possibility that these remnants connected to the legendary King Solomon ignited their enthusiasm. Radiocarbon dating placed the site squarely within Solomon's reign, a groundbreaking revelation. Mazar emphasized that this was the first structure of its kind from that era, aligning with the biblical descriptions of Jerusalem's grandeur under Solomon. However, the question lingered: could this architectural marvel be attributed to another 10th-century monarch rather than Solomon himself? Mazar offered a compelling answer. The 10th century was a period dominated by only two powerful kings, David and Solomon. The former, renowned for his David and Goliath encounter, was Solomon's father and credited with initiating the construction of Jerusalem's first temple. Further supporting the Solomonic attribution were the ceramic artifacts unearthed near the wall. These dated to the latter half of the 10th century BC, the precise era of Solomon's reign. Among the finds were imposing 3-foot-tall storage jars, one bearing a Hebrew inscription, identifying its owner as a high-ranking government official. Figurines emblematic of 10th century Jerusalem, such as quadrupedal animals and fertility goddesses, added depth to the archaeological tapestry. Intriguingly, jar handles stamped with the phrase, "To the King," and various Hebrew names were also recovered. The historical and archaeological implications of this discovery are profound, demanding careful consideration and analysis. The quest for King Solomon's temple has been a driving force in archaeological endeavors for centuries. The recent discovery of a substantial wall segment in the Ophel region of Jerusalem represents a monumental breakthrough. This area, considered one of the city's oldest neighborhoods, is believed to have once housed King David's palace. The new findings have deepened our understanding of the site's history, forging a compelling link to biblical narratives that place King Solomon's tomb within the city of David. These revelations carry profound implications as they bolster the biblical portrayal of Solomon as a formidable ruler presiding over a vast kingdom, challenging the minimalist view that has often been proposed. The city of David, named in honor of Solomon's father, is widely accepted as Jerusalem's original nucleus, situated south of the modern Old City. This area holds immense historical significance as the presumed location where King David established his capital after conquering the city from the Jebusites. Archaeologists have meticulously explored this region, unearthing a wealth of ancient structures and artifacts that illuminate Jerusalem's early chapters. Known alternatively as Wadi Hilwe, the city of David is an archaeological treasure trove, representing the heart of ancient Jerusalem during the Bronze and Iron Ages. Nestled on the southern slope of Jerusalem's eastern ridge, it is bordered by the Kidron Valley to the east and the Tyropoion Valley to the west, with the Temple Mount rising to the north. The site boasts remnants dating back to the Middle Bronze Age, including a formidable defensive network centered around the Gihon Spring. Among the notable discoveries are the enigmatic large stone structure and the stepped stone structure from the Iron Age, whose association with King David or a subsequent era remains a subject of scholarly debate. However, the archaeological riches of the city of David extend far beyond these structures. The Siloam Tunnel, often referred to as Hezekiah's Tunnel, is a testament to the engineering prowess of ancient Jerusalem's inhabitants. originally constructed to supply the city with water. The tunnel's dating has been revised based on recent excavations, pushing its origins back further in time. Furthermore, the site has yielded Roman-era relics, including the Pool of Siloam and the iconic Stepped Street. Today, the excavated remnants of this once thriving metropolis are preserved within the Jerusalem Walls National Park, overseen by the Israel Nature and Parks Authority, and managed by the I.R. David Foundation. Nestled within the Wadi Hillway, an extension of the Palestinian neighborhood of Silwan in East Jerusalem, the site is adjacent to an Israeli settlement. A focal point of interest is the imposing large stone structure, which some believe to be the remnants of King David's palace. The sheer scale of this building underscores the city of David's pivotal role as a center of governance and power during the reigns of David and Solomon, should the connection be substantiated. While recent archaeological endeavors have yielded groundbreaking discoveries, including a wealth of significant artifacts, previous generations of scholars grappled with the elusive task of pinpointing the royal tombs of Solomon and his successors. Several factors may account for this historical impasse. One possibility is the simple yet profound reality that these tombs remain undiscovered within the expansive city of David, awaiting the meticulous excavations of future generations. Alternatively, the ravages of time, marked by Jerusalem's tumultuous history of warfare and conquest, may have obliterated or irreparably damaged these sacred burial sites, their remnants concealed beneath layers of subsequent construction. Undeterred by these challenges, archaeologists persevered in their pursuit of the royal tombs, recognizing their immense potential to illuminate the lives and customs of ancient Israel's rulers. Such a discovery promised to reshape our understanding of this pivotal era. While the elusive tombs remained hidden, the city of David yielded a treasure trove of artifacts that enabled scholars to piece together the intricate tapestry of Jerusalem's history and the daily lives of its inhabitants during the United Monarchy. Each new find enriched our knowledge, bringing the past into sharper focus. Before the eventual discovery of the royal tombs, a myriad of theories and speculations emerged, including the tantalizing possibility of hidden chambers. Let us delve into these intriguing hypotheses. Before Dr. Mazar's groundbreaking discovery, the location of King Solomon's tomb was shrouded in a veil of speculation. One of the most compelling theories posited its existence beneath the Temple Mount, a site revered by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Muslims venerate this holy ground as the Haram al-Sharif, the noble sanctuary, where the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven. This miraculous event is commemorated by the resplendent Dome of the Rock. A crucible of history, the Temple Mount has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, from the Jebusites to the British. Its storied past is unparalleled, yet the site's religious significance has hindered comprehensive archaeological exploration. The Temple Mount remains an active place of worship, and the Waqf, the Islamic trust responsible for its management, has steadfastly opposed excavations, viewing them as a desecration. Limited clandestine investigations and brief periods of archaeological work have offered tantalizing glimpses into the Temple Mount's subterranean depths. However, the site's complex history and ongoing religious activities have made the search for Solomon's tomb a formidable challenge. The allure of hidden chambers beneath the Temple Mount persists, but without the freedom to conduct thorough excavations, these remain tantalizing possibilities rather than confirmed realities. Historical accounts and traditions hint at royal burials in close proximity to the Temple Mount. The association of King Solomon with the First Temple, a magnificent structure he erected, strengthens the hypothesis of a nearby tomb. However, the Temple Mount is not the sole contender for this prestigious burial site. Ancient texts and folklore whisper of hidden chambers, and secret passages beneath the Temple Mount, fueling the imagination of explorers and historians alike. While limited archaeological investigations have unearthed intriguing artifacts and structures, the elusive tomb of Solomon remains undiscovered. The Temple Mount, with its rich history and religious significance, remains a prime candidate for this monumental find. Yet, another location has emerged as a potential resting place for the legendary king. Zedekiah's Cave, also known as Solomon's Quarries, is a vast subterranean limestone quarry beneath Jerusalem's Muslim quarter. This colossal excavation, spanning 5 city blocks, is believed to have provided the stone for the construction of Solomon's temple. Its association with the king, coupled with its historical significance, makes it a compelling alternative to the Temple Mount. Another intriguing possibility emerged with Hezekiah's Tunnel, a vital component of Jerusalem's ancient water system. This subterranean passage, constructed during the reign of King Hezekiah in anticipation of an Assyrian invasion, connects the Gihon Spring to the Pool of Siloam. As it traverses beneath the city, it offers glimpses of the Western Wall and other historical landmarks like Warren's Gate. Some speculated that this strategically important tunnel might conceal a hidden chamber, perhaps even the tomb of Solomon. Mount Zion, traditionally linked to the city of David, was another location often proposed as the resting place of Solomon. However, this theory rests on a fundamental misconception. While Mount Zion is indeed associated with King David, his actual burial site lies in the southeastern quadrant of Jerusalem's Old City, within the area now known as the City of David. French archaeologist Raymond Weil's early 20th century excavations in this region unearthed structures he interpreted as royal tombs. The enduring belief that King David was interred on Mount Zion is a historical error. Biblical accounts clearly place his burial within the city of David, south of the Temple Mount. The confusion stems from a misidentification during the Middle Ages, when Byzantine pilgrims mistakenly labeled a hill south of the Old City's Armenian quarter as Mount Zion. Archaeologists and historians were not the only ones captivated by the enigma of Solomon's tomb. The allure of Mount Zion as the final resting place for the Davidic dynasty, including Solomon, persisted among scholars. Yet, the biblical record unequivocally places King David's burial within the city of David. This discrepancy highlights the complexities of unraveling Jerusalem's ancient history. The quest for Solomon's tomb remains a captivating chapter in the annals of archaeological exploration. While the precise location of his final resting place remains elusive, the pursuit of this elusive goal has enriched our understanding of Jerusalem's history and the lives of its ancient inhabitants. The enigma of Solomon's tomb has spawned countless theories. Some propose that the tomb was deliberately concealed to shield it from the rapacious hands of looters and invaders, a common practice for safeguarding royal remains in antiquity. Others suggest a more unconventional location, perhaps outside the traditional boundaries of the city of David, driven by political or religious considerations during turbulent times. The legendary Seal of Solomon adds an element of mystique to the narrative. Attributed to the king in medieval mystical traditions, this signet ring is often depicted as a pentagram or hexagram, imbued with the power to command supernatural forces. While the Seal of Solomon is a captivating concept, it offers no concrete clues to the tomb's location. The tomb of the kings in Jerusalem, though bearing a regal title, is a misnomer. Once believed to be the final resting place of King David and King Solomon, this grand funerary complex is now recognized as the tomb of Queen Helena of Adiabene, a 1st-century convert to Judaism. Discovered in the 19th century, the site yielded several coffins, including one bearing an Aramaic inscription. However, these remains do not belong to the biblical monarchs. Despite the allure of hidden chambers and secret locations, the search for tangible evidence remains paramount. As we delve deeper into the historical record and examine the archaeological findings, the quest for Solomon's tomb takes on a new dimension. Beyond the realm of speculation and theory, tangible artifacts discovered within the city of David offer tantalizing clues to the potential location of Solomon's tomb. Among these are bulli and seals bearing names from the biblical era, providing a tangible link to the time of the legendary king. Bulli, essentially ancient security seals, are clay or metal tokens inscribed with information. Their origins trace back to Sumerian farmers who used them to record livestock and possessions. Over millennia, bulli evolved into sophisticated seals used for legal and commercial purposes. While most bulli were made of lead, precious metals like gold were also employed by influential figures. A remarkable discovery of 6 official clay seals at an Israeli site has bolstered the historical credibility of biblical kings David and Solomon. These artifacts challenge the skepticism of scholars who have dismissed the biblical narratives as myth, providing concrete evidence of a structured governance in the region during that period. The potential discovery of King Solomon's tomb would undoubtedly be a watershed moment in archaeology and biblical studies. Advances in technology, such as ground-penetrating radar, offer promising avenues for exploring hidden chambers without compromising the site's integrity. The search continues, fueled by a compelling blend of historical curiosity, religious significance, and the enduring human desire to uncover the mysteries of the past. We invite you to share your thoughts on Dr. Mazar's groundbreaking discovery and the possibility of finding King Solomon's tomb. Has this revelation piqued your interest? Join the conversation and let us know your perspectives. If you found this exploration captivating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enthralling discoveries.